Hello and welcome back to Trash Plays. Today we are not playing anything, we are unboxing Marvel Champions, the card game Civil War expansion. And the reason we are doing that is because I want to play against Tony Stark. Very specifically, I want to play against Tony Stark with Wonder Man, because apparently they have history. So, this is a 274 card expansion, and it seems to still be using the same giant paper, or not paper, plastic stickers, which I am quite fond of. This feels nice to peel off, not gonna lie. Alright, now that that is off, let us reveal the content. We have our booklet, and we have the villains, quote-unquote, Iron Man, Captain America, and then I'm assuming that the other ones are just hidden in the same things as these. And then here's our two heroes, which... wow. This packaging sucks. Alright, so it seems like they have sealed these ones with stickers, but one of the stickers got rolled off and is like in the box here over here. I don't think the packaging for Wonder Man was like this. This did not have these stickers. So I don't know why they felt compelled. Why didn't they just design it so that this would be like up, right? And then that way these don't have room to move around. So you don't need to have stickers to keep everything safe, but whatever. So these have the same paper wrapping as Wonder Man and Hercules, except it has stickers now, and they're not very tightly wrapped either. These are like very loose. Don't really like that. So, I am going to be just unboxing or looking at the Hulkling and Tigra cards. I don't really know who they are. I know they're in Civil War somehow. But I'm going to pause the filming of this video right now to unbox our... ooh, hey, this didn't tear the paper. I really like this sticker. I don't know what this sticker is, but I really like it. Good sticker. Yeah, this did not tear the paper, which I like, at the very least. And I'm going to be pausing the filming of this video specifically to play Iron Man because I want to get that video out before this one. So I will see you in a moment after I sleeve up and play Iron Man. Alright, I just played with Simon Williams, aka Wonder Man versus Iron Man on standard mode, and you can watch that video now. It should be up, but we are not here to talk about that. We are here to unbox the heroes Tigra and Hulkling, and I have to say that these stickers are obviously the best part of the unwrapping experience. These stickers are absolutely delightful. I like these stickers. Paper, not so much. Get, alright. Get out of there. Alright. So, Tigra. I know nothing about Tigra. I don't even know if she's a mutant or not, or whatever her deal is. Absolutely no idea. So, Tigra, 132, 10 hit points, hand size of 5. 10 hit points. I would not think that. Greer Nelson, 3 HP, police, undercover work, action, search your deck and discard pile for a copy of Hunted and add it to your hand. Limit once per round. Hunted. Let's see what that is, because that's obviously going to be a very important card. There's 3 copies of this. Hunted, 0 cost upgrade with a star next to it. Condition: as an additional cost to play this upgrade, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion and put it into play engaged with you. Attach Hunted to that minion and stun it. Okay. Interrupt when attached minion is defeated. Ready Tigra. Ooh. Oh, so you are like literally hunting down criminals, or just bad guys in general. You are saying, as a police person, you are going undercover, you search for Hunted, and you hunt somebody, and then they're stunned, so they can't attack you. So you're still like undercover, they can't attack you because they're stunned, mechanically. But thematically, you are undercover. And then when you defeat them, you get the Ready Tigra. That's, ooh. So this is like another aggression hero, like straight up aggression. Tigra is a 1/2/3. That's not aggression heavy, but okay. Each minion with a copy of Hunted attach loses guard. That's pretty cool. That's... then again, don't you want to kill them anyways? Wouldn't you want to kill them? because then you can ready yourself for free? I don't know. On the hunt, responds, after D player phase begins, draw 1 card for each minion engaged with you to a maximum of 3. Oh, so you want to keep minions alive. Hence your high defense. That's after the player phase begins, draw 1 card for each minion. When the attached minion is defeated, ready Tigra. So this doesn't have to be Tigra defeating the minion, unlike Hercules. Hercules has to be the one defeating stuff. Tigra doesn't have to be the one doing it. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. We're doing a lot of interesting stuff right off the bat with Tigra. First off, forgot to say this. I am loving this orange. This orange looks great. The orange and red, great card background. Very aggressive. Anyways, Moon Knight, 1 cost ally, 2 thwart, 2 attack, 3 HP. That's pretty good stats. Force response after Moon Knight enters play. Search the encounter deck and discard power for a minion and put it into play. Engage with you. Stun and confuse that minion. Okay, so he is just another hunted, except that won't allow you to ready Tigra when hunted. When attached minion is defeated, ready Tigra. I was gonna say, for some reason, the thought occurred to me that she wouldn't be good against the Thunderbolts, Citizen V, but then I realized that the Thunderbolts are also minions, so never mind. But yeah, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion and put it into play. Is this also discard pile? Search the encounter... Yeah, this is also discard pile, so you can just find something really easy to kill and be like, boop, 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 and just kill it over and over and over again. Interesting. Precinct HQ, 2 cost support, location, alter ego action, exhaust precinct support, or HQ. Remove 1 threat from a scheme, remove 1 additional threat for each minion engaged with you. Okay, I was gonna say, if it's just 1, this is really, really bad. That's fine. Cat Head Amulet, 2 cost upgrade, artifact item, resource, exhaust Cat Head Amulet, generate a physical resource for each minion engaged with you. That's... okay, you really want to keep these minions alive engaged with you. That's incredible. Wow. We have 2 copies of Sharp Claws, 1 cost upgrade, weapon, hero, or just interrupt. When you make a basic attack, exhaust Sharp Claws. Tiger gets +1 attack for this attack. Choose the attacking is overkill or piercing, and you can give it both because you have 2 of these. When you make a wow. Wow, she seems really strong. Right off the bat. Cat-like reflexes, 1 cost upgrade, superpower. Hero interrupts when you would take any amount of damage. Discard cat-like reflexes. Prevent 3 of that damage. You may confuse a minion engaged with you. She might be really good against the Thunderbolts, actually. This is not a preparation, unfortunately, so you can't use practice plan to bring it back, but that's cool. 3 copies of Tooth and Claw, 4 cost event. Attack superpower, reduce the cost to play this event by 1 for each minion engaged with you. Okay. Little mini Hercules stuff going on here, and this cost 4, so that's up to... well, it doesn't say up to 4, but typically you would want to have 3. Yeah, you draw to a maximum of 3, so typically... ideally this would cost 1. Hero action attack, deal 4 damage to an enemy, deal 4 damage to an enemy. Deal 4 damage to an enemy, deal 4 damage to an enemy. Does this... if you have stuff that increases the attack, this is only for when you're making a basic attack, but if you have stuff that deals... that increases your attack in general, like Nick Fury stuff, I wonder if that would increase both of them. It probably would, right? 2 copies of Feline Senses, 2 cost event, superpower, thwart, hero action, thwart, remove 3 threats from a scheme. If this removes the last threat from the scheme, stunning minion. That's incredible. Wait, 3 threat removal for 2 is fine, and if you remove the last one, you get to stun a minion? That's incredible. But Tigra is super strong. Why are all these heroes so strong? Okay. So that's all of Tigra's cards, 3 copies of Hunted plus those, and now we get into the aspect cards. And it occurred to me while I was playing that, like, you don't actually get that many aspect cards when you're getting hero packs, especially when it comes to the expansions, because all you get is a deck. There are no back of the pack cards. So, like, this doesn't really expand your deck building options that much, but it is aggression, so hopefully I will find some cards to use with Hercules when I build him for aggression. So, 1 copy of Two Gun Kid. Two Gun Kid is a 3 cost ally, 1 thwart, 2 attack, 3 HP, Avenger. Interrupt, when Two Gun Kid makes a basic attack, choose 2 enemies instead of 1 and resolve this attack against each of them. Ooh. Oh, you could build a deck around this guy. This is Matthew Hawk. Who is Moon Knight, actually? I don't actually know who Moon Knight is. Mark Spector. I know that Moon Knight got a TV show, so I wonder if Tigra showed up in there, or if they're going to make a Tigra show as well. Because it seems like every time they make Marvel Champions content, that Marvel Champion content gets either a movie or a TV show. So let's see what happens. We have a 2-cost ally Spider Girl. This is Anya Corazon? Corazon? This is Anya. Telepath, obviously. She can read your mind. 1 thwart, 2 attack, 2 HP. That was a joke. I don't actually know who this is. Avenger. Response after you play Spider Girl from your hand. Stun and confuse a minion. This is heavy minion stuff to deal with. 3 copies of Air Cover, 1 cost support. Tech uses 2 fuel counters, max 1 per player. Response after a minion enters play, exhaust this card and remove 1 fuel counter from it. Search your deck and discard pile for a tactic upgrade that can be attached to that minion and added to your hand. A tactic upgrade. Haunted is not a tactic upgrade, so I don't understand. Okay, Tigra has no tactic upgrades, so I don't understand why this is in here, but I'm assuming that there's going to be more cards coming up that are tactic upgrades. 3 copies of Aggressive Conditioning, 3 cost upgrade, max 1 per player. Play under any player's control. You get plus 3 hit points and your hero gets plus 1 attack. Okay, so yep, this is the aggression version of the heroic conditioning that was in Wonder Man. So I'm obviously very excited to play this, especially with Hercules, so he will be actually unkillable. 3 copies of Suppressing Fire. This is a tactic upgrade. Okay, 0 cost upgrade. Attached to a minion, max 1 per minion. Hero interrupt. When you make an attack and defeat attached minion, heal 2 damage from your hero. So it's 1 card to heal 2. I think that's good value. And technically, if you use Air Cover after a minion enters play, remove and add it to your hand. Okay. So it could be a 0 cost card, or it could be a 0 card cost if you are using Air Cover to find this instead of playing it from your hand. So that's pretty good value. Actually, yeah, that's pretty good value, especially when you only have 10 hit points. I'm surprised she only has 10 hit points when she wants to be engaged with a ton of minions. She's like risk-reward, I guess. 3 copies of Bring It. 0 cost event, max 1 per phase. Hero action, draw 1 card for each minion engaged. Draw 1 card for each minion engaged with you. Okay, I love this card. Tiger's gonna have some massive turns. This deck seems like it's gonna be really good just right out the box. 3 copies of a 2 cost event, Coup de Grace. Attack, hero action, attack, defeat a non-elite minion with an upgrade attached. Ignore any when defeated abilities on that minion. Ooh. Defeat a non-elite minion. So unfortunately, you can't use this with Hercules. But that's still pretty enticing. Okay. 3 copies of a 3 cost event, Savage Strike. This is a skill, hero interrupt. When you make a basic attack, you get plus 6 attack for this attack. This attack gains piercing. Plus 6 attack for 4 cards is actually bad. But it does give it piercing, so if you don't already have piercing, this would be a good way to get piercing, I guess. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great, because you are forced to make a basic attack to use this. I'd have to think about this. 1 copy of Audacity. This is the recording software that I'm using to record my audio, Audacity. This is a resource, wild resource, max 1 per deck, hero resource, or hero response. After you spend this card, deal 1 damage to the villain. That's a weird card. I don't know if I like that or not. This is like the most uncertain I've ever been about a card. I'm gonna have to think about that. 3 cost ally, Yellow Jacket, Hank Pym, whatever. 2 thwart, 2 attack, 2 retaliate for each of those with 3 HP. Play only if you have the Avenger trait. Tigra does have the Avenger trait. Response after Yellow Jacket enters play, search the top 5 cards of your deck for an upgrade and add it to your hand. Oh, this is straight. Tony Stark. Tony Stark has to be an Avenger, right? He has to be an Avenger. Yep, Tony Stark, Avenger. This is straight Tony Stark support. Actually, it's not even Tony Stark. I believe that, not Silk, who's the, Black Panther, Shuri Black Panther, also, her upgrades are also techs. And this is just for, wait, search your deck for an upgrade. Wait, this doesn't say tech upgrade. Oh no, this is just a good card. No, Yellow Jacket is just incredible. Okay, never mind. Energy, Genius, and Strength. I believe we already saw these. I really like the energy. And then we have the Obligation and the Villain. Ooh, the Hood. This is a... what's it called? this is a scenario pack that is out of print, and apparently people really like the modular encounter sets that come with the hood. Not the hood himself, and they don't like, what is it, Standard 2 and Expert 2 that come with it, but they like the modular encounter sets that come with it. So that's what I know about the hood. I don't know anything about him, anything else about him, but I guess he is related to Tigra in some way, and that was Tigra's cards. Alright, let's get Hulkling out here. Now, I do know something about Hulkling, and that is not because I naturally know it, it's because people won't stop saying it. Hulkling is not related to the Hulk. That is what I know. He is not related to the Hulk, he just likes the Hulk apparently, and he called himself Hulkling, which is absolutely terrible marketing. What are you doing? You need an original name if you don't want people to be like, oh, you're related to that Bruce Banner guy. That guy's always causing trouble. We don't like the amount of damage he's causing, and we don't like you either. Terrible idea, Hulkling. Although, to be fair, he is green, so... I don't know, he likes Hulk, so I guess that's fine. So, Hulkling. This guy is a 1/1/1 hero. Hand size of 5, hit points 13. Not enough for... What was it, Hercules card? Limitless Stamina. I believe you need to have 14 printed hit points. So it's interesting that they chose not to give him that 14th hit point. Avenger, Kree, and Skrull. Chosen shape, force response. After a shapeshift upgrade enters play under your control, discard each other shapeshift upgrade you control and ready Hulkling. Hey. Ooh, you get a ready. Okay, this guy's gonna like stat boost, I guess. Teddy Altman, for recovery, alter ego, Kree, Skrull. You cannot have more than one shapeshift upgrade in play. Shape changer action, search your deck and discard power for a shapeshift upgrade and add it to your hand. Limit once per round. This is not... This is a... Okay, I don't like how bent this card is. But whatever. This does not force you to exhaust to do this. So... I'm going to guess that you might want to switch to alter ego form more often than you would with Wonder Man, because Wonder Man's alter ego form sucks. Like, he has no built-in support when it comes to wanting to go into alter ego. So, 2-cost ally, Wiccan? Whatever. William Kaplan, 2 thwart, 1 attack, 2 HP, Avenger Mystic. Response after you play Wiccan from your hand, search your deck and discard pile for an identity-specific event and add it to your hand. Shuffle. 2 to search for any event, even if it's in your discard pile. Pretty good. Pretty good. Altman Resident, 1-cost support to location, alter ego action, exhaust Altman Resident, heal 2 damage from Teddy Altman, and shuffle 1 Hulkling card from your discard pile into your deck. Okay, yeah, so this guy actually does want to go into alter ego mode, opposed to Wonder Man, so that's good. I like someone that can have cool alter ego stuff. We have Winged Shape. Oh, this has 2 resource icons. So does this one. So does this one. So does this one. And then that's it. Okay. Wow, this is not a resource card, but it has 2 resource icons. That's cool. 2-cost upgrade, Wing Shape, Shapeshift. Hulkling gets +1 thwart, +1 attack, +1 defense, and gains the aerial trait. Okay. Hero response, after you play an event, exhaust Wing Shape, remove 2 threat. Wow. Remove 2 threat from a scheme after you play an event? Hulkling gets 1 to every stat and aerial, and after you play an event, you can exhaust this to remove 2 from a scheme, and it's not exhausting Hulkling. That's incredible. That's so good. Force response after a shapeshift upgrade enters play under your control, discard each other shapeshift upgrade you control, and ready Hulkling. So you're gonna be shifting around, changing your stats and stuff, and readying up and doing stuff with those stats based off what you want to do. Ooh, okay. We have 2-cost upgrade, Hulk Shape Shapeshift. Hulkling gets +2 attack and +1 defense, so no thwart. Hero response, after you play an event, exhaust Hulk Shape, deal 2 damage to an enemy. So it seems like this guy really wants to have an event-heavy deck, and he wants to be playing his shapeshift upgrades to... So ideally, I guess you would play 2 shapeshift upgrades every turn. You would do something as yourself. You would... Force response after a shapeshift enters play, discard each other, and then ready Hulk. Okay, so you would ideally do something during your turn, play an upgrade, ready yourself, play an event, exhaust the shape, and then play another shape, ready yourself, play another event, exhaust this shape to do something. Okay, so you can do a bunch. Your turns can be crazy. Interesting. All right. Armored Shape, 2 cost upgrade. Shapeshift, Hulkling gets +1 attack, +2 defense, and gains Retaliate 1. Ooh, very versatile. If you get free Retaliate. Hero response after you play an event, exhaust Armored Shape, heal 2 damage from Hulkling. Okay. Imitation Shape, 2 cost upgrade. Shapeshift, Hulkling gets +2 thwart. Force response after an enemy would attack you, it schemes instead. Ah, we're doing some Nick Fury stuff. Hero response after you play an event, exhaust Imitation Shape, draw a card. Draw a card! Okay, this one's the... okay. This is the one we want to be playing first. And then playing an event to draw a card. And then shape shifting to another shape. And then doing cool stuff. Alien Physiology, 3 cost upgrade, superpower, resource, exhaust alien physiology, generate a wild resource, 2 wild resources instead if you're paying for a Hulkling card. For any Hulkling card. And all your shapeshift stuff costs 2. Interesting. 2 cost event, yes, we're getting into the events now. Shapeshifter Strike, hero action attack, deal 5 damage to an enemy, ready your shapeshift upgrade. Okay, never mind, so you don't even have to change your upgrade. You can just ready your upgrades. 2 for 5 is already good. It's to an enemy, it's not to a minion. So this is already better than the aggression events that come in the core set. And it readies you. That's incredible. You get 3 copies of the Shapeshifter Strike. 2 copies of Armored Defense, 1 cost event. Defense superpower, hero interrupt defense. When an enemy attacks, deal damage to it equal to your defense. After this attack, give Hulkling a tough status card. Your base defense is only 1, but your armored shape gives you +2, so you could have 3 defense. It's not... It does give you a tough status card. Never mind, it's actually good. 1 cost event to give you a tough status card, that's good. 2 copies of Impersonation, 2 cost event, superpower thwart, hero action thwart, remove 4 threats from a scheme. If this removes the last threat from that scheme, you may change to alter ego form. Nice, and then you can use your alter ego to search for another shapeshift. Heal yourself or whatever, do your alter ego stuff, flip back, and then change your... And then you can heal yourself. You can exhaust yourself to heal, find a shapeshift form, flip back over to hero, and then play the shapeshift form to unexhaust yourself and do stuff. Oh my god, Hulkling's gonna be incredible. Oh my goodness. And then 1 copy of Shapeshifter. 0 cost event, hero action, search your deck for and discard pile for a shapeshift upgrade and add it to your hand. This is a 0 cost tutor, 1 card for 1 card. Incredible card, incredible value. That seems to be all of his cards, and now that I've said that, I don't like how this green is almost exactly the same green as the protection cards. That's going to make it hard to find the cards when you're building your deck, especially when you come in production and everything has the same background, but okay, whatever. 1 copy of Patriot, 1 3 cost ally. This is Elijah Bradley, 1 thwart, 2 attack, 3 HP. Response after you engage a minion, give Patriot a tough status card. That feels like protection Tigra support. Not gonna lie, it doesn't really feel like it's for Hulkling, but whatever. 3 cost ally, Brother Voodoo. This is Jericho Drum. 2 thwart, 1 attack, 3 HP, Avenger Mystic. Response after Brother Voodoo enters play, search the top 5 cards of your deck for an event card and add it to your hand, shuffle your deck. For 3 cost, that's fine. For event heavy heroes, it's probably really good, but in general, I think that's only fine. Hidden Base, 2 cost support, location, uses 3 stronghold counters, alter ego response. After you change form, exhaust Hidden Base and remove 1 stronghold counter from it. Give your identity a tough status card. Ooh. Wait, that's actually really, really good. That's actually incredibly good. 1 copy of 1 cost support, the Night Nurse. Now this is... Oh, I can't remember her name. But she came in Silk's pack, but she wasn't called the Night Nurse. She was called something else. And she was also a defense persona, or a protection persona. Persona uses 3 medical counters, action exhausting Night Nurse, and remove 1 medical counter from her, heal 1 damage from a hero, and discard 1 status card from it. For 1 cost support, that's good. If it was 2 cost, I'd hesitate to ever use this. 1 copy of Excelsior, 1 cost upgrade. Crease goal weapon restricted, max 2 restricted cards per player. Response after your hero defends against an enemy attack, spend a energy resource, deal 2 damage to an enemy. After your hero defends against an enemy attack, I don't think this is worth the restricted slot. You can only have 2 restricted items, and I don't think this is worth it. It is technically 1 cost, 1 card to deal 2 damage, but I don't think it's worth it. Unless you're playing someone that just like is able to defend and ready themselves really, really easily. 3 copies of defensive conditioning. Let me guess what this does. I'm going to assume it's a 2 cost upgrade, 1 per player, and it gives you plus 3 HP and plus 1 defense. Am I correct? Plus 3 HP and 1 defense? I am correct. Okay. Why was there no leadership conditioning card? Now that I think about it, Hercules is the one that came in this wave, and there was no leadership card that gave him more HP, which is interesting. Okay. 3 copies of 1 cost event. I can do this all day. Defense. Hero interrupt defense when an enemy attacks. Declare your hero as the defender without exhausting. Ooh! I like this card. Why is this card not in the base set? This card should obviously have been in the base set. This is like the most base set card I could possibly think of in terms of effects that they should have included. That's so good. 3 copies of Taunt. Hero action. The villain attacks you. Other characters cannot defend against this attack. Draw 3 cards. I don't think this is good. Other characters cannot defend against this attack. Draw 3 cards. So it costs you 2 cards to draw 3. So you're only getting 1 card. 1 card is not worth the villain attacking you. Maybe if you're Spider-Man, maybe if you get a draw card when the villain attacks you. In that case, I could see it being worth it, because 2 cards for the villain attacking you might be. But right now, I don't think it's very good. 3 copies of 3 cost event. Tackle, attack. Hero action attack, stun an enemy. If you... Wait, stun an enemy? For 3 cards? Okay. If you paid for this card using a physical resource, deal 3 damage to that enemy. I think that might be good. 3 copies of Cut Both Ways, 0 cost event. Defense. Hero, interrupt defense. When an enemy attacks, you gain Retaliate 1 until the end of the phase. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. See, Hercules has a card where it's like, oh, when you get attacked, you get Retaliate 1 for that 1 attack. And I'm like, why would I possibly care about that? That's 1 attack. It's 1 damage. It doesn't matter. But if you get Retaliate until the end of the phase, this costs 0? This is like Ultron killed it right here. I like this. 1 copy of Preservation, max 1 per deck. Hero response after you spend this card, heal 1 damage from your hero. Okay, why was there no resource card like this in Simon Williams' deck? He came with Justice. And I don't remember there being a resource card that did this. And this was in the same wave as the Civil War cards. So now I'm really confused about why he didn't have a Justice version of Preservation and what was Tigress thing? Audacity. Deal 1 damage to a villain, heal 1 damage from your hero. What would Justice be? After you spend this card, remove 1 threat from a scheme? Like, that seems like such an obvious thing. Why is that not part of Simon Williams' cards? Whatever. 2 cost ally, Iron Lad, Nathaniel Richards, 1 dwarf, 1 attack, 3 HP, 2 cost ally, colorless as well. So you can put this in every deck. Interrupt when Iron Lad uses a basic power. Exhaust another Avenger ally you control. Add the ally's matching power to Iron Lad's power for... Wait, this is broken. This is absolutely ludicrous. This is basically a free 1 stat boost. One ding stat boost to any Avenger ally's thing, except they don't take the consequential damage. That's incredibly powerful. 3 copies of Assess the Situation, 0 cost event, tactic, action, you get +1 hand size until the end of the phase. Is that it? Wait, so you have to use 1 card to get 1 card at the end of the phase? You get +1 hand size until the end of the phase. I mean, I guess it's fine. It's a 0 cost event. I guess if you really want to have a big turn next turn, You could always just spend it as a resource if you don't want to have a bigger turn next turn. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. All right. And then you have your obligation and your stuff. I'm not going to really look at those because those are encounter cards, and I look at encounter cards when they come up or when I'm forced to. So those were the Hulkling cards. I think Hulkling actually looks really, really fun. He looks really, really fun. I'm probably going to try him out first before Tigra, but I am also looking forward to playing Tigra. As for who I'm going to play them with, I guess I'm just going to go against the Civil War bosses, and I might as well just shuffle them up and pick a random one to see who I fight against. Because that's the thing with the Civil War stuff, is you can just shuffle up the main scheme and shuffle up the encounter sets and shuffle up everything and just be like, I don't know what I'm fighting, but let's go. So look forward to that, and hopefully I will see you there next time.